take note.
Yes, Mr. President, at this juncture, we are also in a receipt of a Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill number 1849 and House Bill number 6517, entitled Strengthening Professionalism in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. With the permission of the body, may we recognize the chairperson of the Senate panel, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, to give us the highlights of the Conference Committee report. I so move, Mr. President.
Our distinguished colleague from the city of San Juan, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, honorable members of this august chamber, as your chairperson of the Committee on National Defense and Security, Peace, Unification, and Reconciliation, it is my honor to present the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill 1849 and House Bill 6517, amending Republic Act number 11709, otherwise known as an act strengthening professionalism and promoting the continuity of policies and modernization initiatives in the armed forces of the Philippines by prescribing fixed terms for key officers thereof, increasing the mandatory retirement age of generals, flag officers, providing for a more effective attrition system, and providing funds therefor. The House panel, led by Congressman Raul Buboy Tupas, graciously came to the Philippine Senate and agreed to use the Senate bill as our working draft. Section 1 of Senate Bill 1849 was adopted, which provides, among others, for a 3-year maximum tour of duty for the AFP Chief of Staff and 2-year maximum tour of duty for the Commanding General of the Philippine Army and Philippine Air Force, Flag Officer in Command of the Philippine Navy, and the Superintendent of the Philippine Military Academy. Section 2 was amended to adjust the compulsory retirement age to 57 years old. This applies to both the AFP officers and enlisted personnel. Section 3 was adopted, which amends the existing definition of the term active duty. Section 4 was also adopted, which increased the maximum tenure in grade for Brigadier General and Commodore from 3 years to 5 years, and Colonel, Captain from 8 years to 10 years. Section 5, which provides for the officer grade distribution based on the AFP's table of organization, was adopted with amendments to adjust the percentages for the general flag officers to 1.25% and for the grade of first lieutenant, lieutenant junior grade, and second lieutenant ensign to 42.75% in line with the modernization program of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. A new Section 6 was introduced to clarify the application of the proposed legislation. Specifically, the bill shall also apply to the officers and enlisted personnel appointed and or promoted under Republic Act 11709 and other pertinent laws. Mr. President, I would like to recognize the